Hey, how's it going? Today we're going to go over how to draw Mr. Grizz from Splatoon. A really awesome designed bear. That was a bad guy the whole game, so let's jump into it. Really easy. Even if you haven't played the game, you're going to love this design, okay? So let's hop into it. Going to go right here, and I'm going to draw a curved line for the top, kind of his back. He's this big, huge, like, bear. Kind of cuddly looking. Gonna go over here now for the other side of his body. If you played Splatoon 3, he's in that curve in the story mode. Over here on this side, curve here. I just finished story mode on Splatoon 3, so he's kind of on my mind. I thought, wow, he's a really cool design, even if you haven't played the game. Alright, gonna go over here on this side. So we have that's like his whole shape. And what I'm gonna do over here now, I'm gonna go to the kind of top of his head. So I'm gonna go over here. He's got a very small head, and this is about proportion, right? He's gonna look huge. How do you make like a large character on like such a small piece of paper? It is proportion. It is what is smaller in compared to what's bigger. His head is smaller, making his body look bigger, and he's just gonna look like a bigger person in general, or a bigger bear in general. Don't forget, hit the subscribe, click the bell notification. You want to learn more about generally drawing all around. Absolutely, I'm going to be talking about this stuff all the time. If you want to become better at drawing, subscribe, click that bell notification, okay? So right here, I got the top of his head, and I'm going to go in, and I'm going to do right here, curve right there for one ear. I'm going to go over here for the other ear. Now I'm going to go over here to the mouth, and I'm going to draw a curve right there for the bear mouth. Another just very simple kind of bulby curve. And right here, it's going to be a little bit more flat at the bottom. Go to the eyes. So I'm going to draw a circle right here on this side, right here for the eye, just a circle. It's relatively small. Go to generally the feet. Don't forget, if you like Splatoon, if you're a fan of Splatoon, please comment, because I just don't see enough fans of Splatoon, Splatoon 3, Splatoon 2. Please comment. I would love to hear from you. And if you played the game, because it's just, I don't know, it's a big game, but I just don't find a lot of fans of it, so it's kind of cool if you guys comment. Line over here for the feet, the space between his feet. Gonna go over on this side, draw a curve right here, go on this side, curve right there, and I'm gonna draw some spikes for the claws, and then the rest of it's gonna be flat. That's another thing with scale, as far as how big you want a character to look. They tend to have elephant feet, right? If you think of an elephant, it's very heavy. He has gravity working upon him, so he's gonna have really flat feet, because we see that in the animal world a lot. So they tend to do that for larger, not all of them of course, but larger characters tend to be flat, very big flat foot. Think of like dinosaurs, think of like the biggest dinosaurs, sauropods, like Diplodocus, stuff like that, very like tree trunk feet, and this is kind of like the bottom of like a post, right? Make him look bigger. Now we're gonna go over here and draw the claws on his hand, and literally right now it's just gonna be a triangle. See right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. All right, so in the game he is covered in this kind of goop stuff, so that's kind of what I do right here. It's gonna get a random, this is gonna be a little more random right here, kind of wiggliness right there. Over here on this side, goop, gonna go right here, same thing. And this a little random, think of like gum or something like somebody pushed in his fur right there. Gonna go maybe a little bit over here. I'm just trying to pick areas to do it. And I do one more here around the arm here. Line over here. And line right there. Actually, let's do one a little bit more over here. We're trying to kind of keep it varied up. We're going to like vary it. And then maybe like maybe one right here. Right on. And then finally what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a thick line around the entire character. The reason I want to do that, by the way, don't forget, if you want to learn how to draw in general, go to the Skillshare link in the description. Also, there are coloring books. Go, check that out in the kind of main page. There's a link on the main page of the entire YouTube channel. But if you want to learn in general how to draw, so right here we draw a thick line around all of it. And I talk about this in one of my lessons about, the importance of like how to do line drawing, right? And I kind of go over that as well. You want to draw a thick line on the outside of it. The thick line is to kind of create kind of a simplification of basically a simplification. It makes it look like a sticker, and it kind of makes the stuff on the inside here look more like detail, because details tend to be smaller. And just kind of doing that makes it look more complex, and it guides the eye a little bit better. So that's kind of why I like throwing a thick line just around anything that I do. Not anything, but something like this, like line art like this, because it's just kind of good practice in my opinion to do that. I'm seeing a line over here, I want to make those look more like nails. Same thing over here. And then we can just kind of continue around this side. Don't forget, stay positive when you're drawing. This stuff is awesome. It's awesome to kind of learn to draw, kind of have this skill, and be able to kind of whip it out at parties, like you kind of draw this stuff, and you're like, oh, cool, or whatever it is that you're doing. It's really fun to do that. It's very, it's just entertaining. Like if you've ever been to parties or not parties, but maybe hangouts with other people, and you can just doodle and draw stuff like that. It's really cool. Alrighty, it's like freezing in my house. Sorry about that. But anyways, yeah, I'm a huge Splatoon fan. Probably gonna do like a playlist of Splatoon. I'm so obsessed with it. I want to thank you so much. You are amazing. Thank you for participating, and I hope you have an amazing day. Remember, every stroke that you do. By the way, hit that like button if you do like Splatoon. I should have said that in the beginning, but remember, every stroke that you do gets you closer to your goal. Okay? So I hope you remember that. You are amazing, and don't forget to stay positive and keep this stuff fun. Draw for yourself, because that's the kind of fun part about this. Okay, thank you so much. I will see you next time, and yeah, reach out to me if you want. I'm very easy to connect with online here, so thank you.